Hey YouTubers, I wanted to bring you a video for those of us that are going on interviews or trying to re-enter the workforce. I recently was offered a job, so I'm very happy about that. And I wanted to make a video for those of you that maybe were or are in the same situation that I was in and are trying to find a job and or maybe, you know, feel lost, or maybe you need just, some advice or, something like that. I just want to give back to my viewers or whomever on YouTube that maybe is in a bind and needs some help. Whatever you can take from this video that can help you, that would make me feel that much better. I would say presentation and first impression is the most important. And I can't stress that enough. Mainly to women. Obviously, this video is to women. Yes, we're working in the workforce. We want to look strong, but you don't have to lose your femininity. I'm wearing right now a suit that's a skirt, and I did wear pantyhose underneath. I went very professional. I went wearing pantyhose. I have this suit on it's Calvin Klein. I got this suit and it's like a linen material, linen blend. I got this suit at Marshall's. Believe it or not, the top, it's a brown. It's a really nice dark brown. I got the top and the skirt for I think $60. Now, another pointer I want to stress is when you go on an interview, try to wear dark colors. Start off with maybe like a navy blue, black, dark brown, dark gray, so forth. Try not to wear really bright colors like Easterish, spring colors. Try to keep away from that. If I were going on an interview, I would try to button this up. I wouldn't leave it open like this. I would at least button up 2 buttons. Something like this. Alright, and like I said, I'm wearing pantyhose. And for shoes, I do not recommend open-toe shoes. Ladies, please stay away from open-toe shoes. Or I don't like peep toes either. I like closed shoes. Okay, so I have these here. It's closed shoes like this, and it has a little heel, and in the front looks like that. Okay, this is something that I would wear, or maybe just all closed, like a pump. That's perfect. But stay away from strappy, stay away from open toe. Have a dress like this, which I'm sure you have for maybe, events, or I've worn this to a wedding. You can layer this and, just go and buy a jacket. Go to Ross, go to Marshall's and those kind of places. You'll find many jackets and suits very inexpensive. And you can do something like this. And of course, when you go into your interview, you can button it and so forth. And if you're wearing a top like this and it's a little too plunging, I'm trying to think of different scenarios because I know sometimes we don't have the money to go buy a suit. I understand. If you have to wear a shirt that maybe it's too plunging, then wear a scarf, okay? Because you don't want to go to an interview with cleavage or anything like that. All right, so I want to show you, I went to 2 interviews for this one job. My first interview, I was wearing a black suit like this. Actually, this black suit. I bought this a long time ago at Ann Taylor. I want to say I bought this maybe like 4 years ago. It was a little expensive. I think the outfit together, the pants and this jacket was maybe like $300, but 4 years later I still have it and it's intact. It's in perfect conditions. So here's the top. This is a jacket. It says polyester and triacetate. So it's it's a weird like honeycomb material. It has pads on the shoulders, and I wore it with a pop of green. I wore this with the pants, that comes with the suit tucked in like that, with a belt and black shoes. This was my first interview for the job that I got. I wore this, and then on my second interview I wore this. So try to stay away from perfumes or any scents. Your hair, try to keep it polished. If you see here, I have my hair in a bun. I pulled it back in a bun. Very neat. Nails, I can tell you, stay away from nail designs. Stay away from anything like leopard. When I went on the interview, I was wearing a color like this, which is like what you would use for a French manicure. So keep it light. If you don't want to wear nail polish, by all means, even better. Just make sure your nails look neat and just put some clear on. And that's it. Not too much jewelry, you know, by all means. If you have a watch, perfect. If you're married, your wedding ring is perfect. Little studs like this. And if you can, invest into a briefcase or something like this. This is what I take on interviews. I always have my resume in hard copy, so I'll always have that. Even if I know that I've sent them my resume via email, I always have a hard copy. I make sure to have like a legal pad or something like this in case I want to ask them questions, or if they're telling me information, I jot it down, or if I have any questions. Make sure you have your own pens. Remember, take ID, because a lot of times they ask you for like a passport or your driver's license or your social security card, so make sure to have that. And if you want, you can take your purse. There's nothing wrong with that, you know, but if you can, try to put your phone or what have you. I've put my phone in here before. Keep your phone on silent, guys. Do not put it on vibrate, because you could hear the phone vibrating when you're interviewing, and the least thing you want is any interruptions that are going to throw you off track when you're interviewing. So when I talk to the person, I try to not interrupt them when they're speaking. Try to be courteous, eye contact. If you're nervous, just take a breath, you know, just inhale and exhale and try to get your thoughts together. Practice your interview before you go to your interview. Have your friends ask you questions. Have your parents ask you questions. If you don't want to do you know, like we used to do that a lot in drama, like you do like a little skit. If you don't want to do that, then use a mirror. Sit in front of the mirror and see how you look, you know, when you're asked questions. Try to practice your game face. Okay, guys, we're trying to land a job here, so you have to put your best foot forward. So do not forget, make eye contact. Try not to interrupt the person. Listen to their full question before you jump out and answer a question. And be honest, you know, be yourself. Oh, one thing that's very important that I want to put out there is, a lot of times I was running from interview to interview to interview, or going to an agency, and then right from that interview with the agency, they would send me to an interview. And sometimes I didn't even have time to stop and eat. So grab a banana, grab an apple, what have you, keep it with you in the car, because if your sugar's running low, or you're like me, I get really, really cranky when I'm hungry, that is the worst combination for an interview. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of color in your lips. My eyes are kept very, very simple. I just put like a little bit of eyeshadow as eyeliner, just to give me more of an open eye look. And I just put on 2 coats of mascara. I line the inside of my eyes with a white liner to make me look more bright and make my eyes look brighter and more awake. And I put a little bit of a lighter eyeshadow on the inside, again for that same illusion, to make me look awake and bright-eyed. And that's pretty much it. And I put a little bit of blush on. There's nothing wrong with putting a little bit of makeup. You do, and you know a day prior where you're going to be interviewing, take a drive at night and see, you know, if you have to get the expressway, see what exit you would get off in, where you would park, where the building is. Familiarize yourself with it. Just so you're not running late and maybe aggravated and get to the interview and be, you know, very uptight and very stressed. You don't need that. You need to be very relaxed and very zen for your interview, because believe it or not, that will transpire in your interview. I think I've covered everything that has worked for me in the past, and I wish you the best of luck. I know what you're going through. I was just there. I was going from interview to interview, and, you know, feeling bummed and feeling, you know, in low spirits. But just keep at it, guys. You know, stay positive. And if I can help you in any sort of way, shoot me an email, and I'll be more than happy to chat with you and let you know, give you pointers. I'm not a professional by any means. From self-experience, better said, this is what's worked for me, and I want to pass it on and wish you the best of luck. And I hope you land a job, and I hope everything turns out okay. And don't lose hope. Okay, bye guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.